I'm very sorry to release this type of video on this channel, but we need this to show clear, undeniable evidence for 3 bystanders who were unjustly banned by KingsIsle on Test Realm. First of all, if you're unaware, an incident occurred on the day Test Realm released. One of our team's assistants used an exploit to access the final boss of Lemuria. He decided to stream this live in the Atmoplex Discord, where over 30 people watched. However, he asked for volunteers without informing them how he got there, assuming they'd be safe as they would not be performing any exploits or breaking TOS at all. 3 out of 5 innocents ended up being banned after beating the fight, and it is unknown as to why the other 2 were left unbanned. We messaged the head of the customer support department at KingsIsle through one of our contacts, who immediately responded with a generic message claiming that these innocents exploited, despite that being completely incorrect, which shows that they did not bother to investigate this incident at all. These random volunteers gave true friend codes to the exploiter and normally teleported in through their friends list. They did not have any knowledge that an exploit was used and could not have possibly guessed it either. For the past 2 Wizard101 world updates in a row, the test realm had a bug that allowed people to access the final boss much earlier than intended. One of these was the Ether Titan in Imperia Part 2, which required the user to use exploits in order to get in. No one was banned despite it spoiling the final fight and requiring the use of exploits. We would like to ask KingsIsle, where are the bans for the people who exploited their way to the Ether Titan? What about the people who teleported to them as a friend, some of which are popular YouTubers who uploaded it? This is a big, undeniable reason as to why the random innocents who teleported to the exploiter as a friend deserve justice. It is the exact same situation, the one with Imperia Part 2 just being a slightly different exploit that required Cheat Engine or other programs to teleport their player out of bounds to an inaccessible zone trigger at the time. Those people teleported to an exploiter in the final fight of Imperia Part 2, just as these innocents teleported to an exploiter in the final fight of Lemuria. If anything, the Ether Titan exploiters and accomplices did it with the clear intention to spoil the final fight, aware that it was through an exploit, unlike the innocents regarding the current incident. KingsIsle, where is the consistency? We demand that these innocent people are unbanned immediately, as they have done nothing wrong except teleport to someone they just added on their friends list. Otherwise, you are acting completely out of line in regards to your company's past decisions. They had innocent intentions, as will be proven by the following video evidence. Although the exploiter said that the area was accessed through an exploit in the middle of the fight, it is unclear as to whether the players were even listening at the time. It seems that even one of them missed a round or 2. This fight was a first for Wizard101, and it would make anyone think irrationally in the moment. All these innocents were thinking about was how epic the fight was and that they had to finish it for the sake of everyone watching them. Would you have acted differently when you were initially unaware, and knowing that there had never previously been a ban on Test Realm, a place where developers encourage players to break the game? Once the exploiter was banned in the middle of the fight, the remaining players were confidently told that only the exploiter would be banned. That was simply common sense, and no one could possibly see what was to come. Within 5 to 10 minutes after they finished the fight and were congratulated by onlookers, KingsIsle then suddenly decided to reward them with a permanent ban to their accounts on all KingsIsle games. Why did they not act earlier and simply remove the players from the instance? We hope this is just an overreaction on their part and that the admins involved were not thinking rationally in the moment. After this, the innocent players have appealed on their own to KingsIsle customer support, only to be met with automated messages and no human interaction at all. There has seemingly been no attempts so far from customer support to actually communicate with them and fully investigate the incident. This is shameful, and we hope that their tickets are escalated as they should be. Anyways, that's about all I have to say before the video plays. However, I must appeal to you, the viewer. Please help these players undo these bans. They are veterans of the game who have played for over a decade now, and have invested much time, effort, and money. All you have to do is voice the issue and respectfully request that KingsOwl unban them. Please do not harass any KingsOwl employees. It will not help the issue, and it is understandable if they were not informed of the complete events. We are all human after all. This must be handled in a professional way. Also, I must clarify that the exploiter accounts ban is not being disputed. The ban of the exploiter account is completely acceptable and, in fact, had already been expected. We are only disputing for the innocent players who simply teleported to someone they had just added on test roam. Also, these players did not really spoil anything. The Ammoplex did. They were simply invited to the final boss instance, completely unaware that it was accessed through an exploit. We hope that action is taken and that this incident does not end on a bitter note for the community. We are deeply sorry for our own mistakes, and that is why we have to request that people help these innocent players out. Please share this video with anyone whom you think might help solve this issue for the innocent players. Thank you all very much for the support. We need a team to do this right now.
Hold on, I'm getting on my balance.
I think I posted one. I'm in a fight, so it might be a minute before.
You're not gonna have me for long because, again, I do have schoolwork, but I want to see this with my own eyes.
Gotta wait for this.
Where do you want us to meet? Voice chat? Okay, give 1 sec. Aggressive clicking.
Oh yeah, one of the bosses
This isn't
has a
heroism.
pad. Right.
It's vanity. The way of the old one, the wrong way. And if you won't stop, we will stop
that is
you.
huge.
That's your friend code, right?
Oh, that's what the old one, well, nothing looks like now, huh? By the way, I'm going to be looking for the final cinematic.
Okay, I gave you the friend code.
Oh, did I break this?
Let's try the...
Oh, thank God I didn't break it.
Yeah, you might as well try. Assuming people can port in, hopefully they
I can port in, I just ported.
Okay.
Really?
We're actually about to do this.
Alright, yeah. Let me... Oh, I should probably go different.
Oh, I typed a 5 instead of a 6.
1 minute, I gotta...
I don't know what to make my deck. I don't know.
Here, I fixed the
Well,
thing.
we don't know the cheats, so just set up and we need to have like an actual, normal Alpha Strike deck to actually kill all of them. It needs to be an AoE, probably.
Okay, here, I should probably pack like
Use Blood Flames.
Fuck, I'll add a Sound of Musicology. I already have a Stormlord and I'll add a Sirens.
What,
I don't have a pet to Jade, bro.
Hold on, let me just add some more, like one of those, some blades.
I don't even know what to pack.
I think this is
To be
good.
honest,
Like I have
my side is just Elemental Blade.
I'll add a Squall Wyvern. I think this is okay, I guess. I think I added yours, Lemuria's real. I don't know, I'll try again.
Oh, which wizard is that?
Mine?
Laura?
Teleport to Laura, yeah.
Okay. I had 2 other people online, that's awesome.
Yeah, so let's see if we can get more than 5 in here. We have 4 in here right now. We need to see if 1 more can port in. I added Dinov.
Have to add some packs. No, not a minion.
Where is it?
Yo, I'm gonna add you guys to a group so we can get combat initiative.
Okay.
I'm just gonna add my whole friends list. I don't know who's in here, but I'll just invite everyone.
Kinda wish I had Wiz at this point.
I am not sure if they have added the final cinematic. I'm only seeing the...
yeah.
Huh.
I don't even have the new Lemuria spell yet.
Wait, you need 4th? You need a 4th?
We need a 5th.
Oh wait, you need a.
We want to see if we can bring 5 people in here. Oh no, you can't din off, so it's 4v8. Okay.
Okay, yeah, it has
It's
to be 4v8.
4v8. Okay, that's cool.
All right, boys, let's go.
All right, you
See if
guys
we
go
can find a
first.
boss.
Wait, hold on. I need to pack a storm prism.
Let me see. Do I have it? Okay, I do.
Okay.
Cool.
Yep.
That should be okay. Hopefully.
Okay, I'm recording this. I don't know if we'll put on the Atmoplex or not, but I'm recording it
Yeah,
anyway.
it's fine.
So, all right, you guys go. I'll join later because I'll join last.
Let's go, dude.
I don't know if that's quick because I joined late or what, but
Well, it's happening to me too. I didn't even have any pips.
okay, I'm banned.
Yeah, I think it's the aura. Or
I just got banned.
you did.
Oh no.
Yep.
All right, guys, you have to finish it on your own.
Good luck.
Are they gonna ban our accounts now for porting in?
No,
Probably not.
only Ben.
I'm missing some good chat over there. Atmoplex got banned because they exploited and formed a glitch that let people access the final boss. Yes, everyone exploited, by the way. Everyone did. Dun, dun, dun. There were no innocent players in that scenario.
Okay, I gave you the front code.
Oh, did I break this?
We'll try.
Yeah, you might as well try. Assuming people can port in. Hopefully
I
you
can port
can.
it. I just ported.
Okay.
Really?
How does someone get banned for use what they give you? Try test game, not just open up for test realm. Expect people that you play game fix it for you. Oh my god. Not sure what you're up to there, Alan. Nobody who used that exploit was doing it to help us find bugs. They sat on it for months. They planned it out. They even took steps to try to disguise their account. They didn't tell the dudes that they called in, by the way, that they were protecting their own butts, and they sort of hung their guys out to dry 3 times, basically. They used them for their own PR purposes 3 times. If I was those guys, I'd be more than a little bit unhappy that I was getting used for clickbait three times over. Yeah, the hat trick of stupidity is what I call it. Nothing like letting the Atmoplex guys use you over and over and over again for their own aggrandizement. That is not smart. Yeah, no one was helping find a bug on Test Realm. That's not what happened. Right? They knew the bug was there. They had months to tell us. They didn't. They exploited. And if you teleport to someone who's using an exploit, yeah, that you're just sort of implicated in that, so. Dumb. Kyle says, Test Realm is for testing and bug reporting, not for using exploits. They've been found out months before to get access to content before anyone else could. And bragging about it on Twitter. Bragging about it on Twitter. And then bragging about trying to get people unbanned. And then bragging about it again. Again, the hat trick of stupidity. All right. Yeah, those are. I think that the Atmoplex guys are slightly ethically challenged.